week. We will continue to do so. Thank you for all your support. But we can report tonight, Act One is over. In spite of the noise, Robert Mueller is out. The witch hunt has been dissolved. He said nothing today that wasn't already said in the Mueller report. So Act Two, which is surrounding the deep state's unprecedented abuse of power and corruption, that is now only beginning. That means Jim Comey, John Clapper, James Clapper, John Brennan, and others, they are terrified. They know they're in big trouble, and we'll have a lot on this throughout the hour tonight. But first, at this hour, what you are hearing from the Democrats, their, well, pet parrots in the media mob, is nothing more than dumb, idiotic noise. Only noise, per usual, ongoing hysteria, not about truth, not about facts. You've had 2 years of lies and hoaxes and conspiracy theories peddled every second, every minute, every hour of every day. And it's just one more round of lying, tinfoil hat conspiracy theories, Trump bashing over a narrative that is totally dead and buried. Because tonight, well, the fact remains, there was no Trump-Russia collusion. There was no obstruction. Nothing has changed. Mueller spent 20-plus months, $25-plus million investigating a hoax, and now for the fourth time we have a conclusion: no collusion, no conspiracy. Now, today he officially resigned from the office of special counsel, but not before showing the world, of course, what we already knew on this program, his partisan, hackery, true colors, if you will. You have a career bureaucrat, nothing more than a Trump-hating partisan, who is now all but cheering for impeachment based on nothing. And we were right the entire time. Watch this.
If we had had confidence that the president clearly did not commit a crime, we would have said so. We did not, however, make a determination as to whether the president did commit a crime. The Constitution requires a process other than the criminal justice system to formally accuse a sitting president of wrongdoing.
Number one, Mr. Mueller doesn't know the law. He's basically full of crap. And the special counsel's regulations, they are very clear. According to the law. Remember, we got rid of the Independent Counsel Act. Oh, because people like Gerald Nadler didn't want the Ken Starr report with 11 specific felonies listed even made public. So they changed the law. That means the Attorney General of the United States, under Nadler and company's new law, he has the final say. And we already know his answer. The Attorney General Barr, the Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, the nonpartisan Office of Legal Counsel, all crystal clear on this matter. They all concluded the president did not obstruct justice, not because of some Justice Department rule or guideline or some constitutional restriction. They actually were very clear on this point, but because there was no crime, period. So make no mistake. This is no cover-up, and according to a statement from the DOJ tonight, despite the special counsel's rhetoric, there is no conflict between Barr and Mueller about this matter. In America, you know, we live in a country where the burden of proof is always on the state. Now, I know we live in a world where media will convict a 16-year-old kid and not even make a phone call to get to any of the facts. But the reality is, in this country, you are innocent until proven guilty. It is a fundamental, basic constitutional right. And as the president just stated on Twitter, quote, nothing changes from the Mueller report. There was insufficient evidence. Therefore, in our country, a person is innocent. This case is closed. Thank you. He's right. Mueller's continued public smear of a duly elected president who has been charged with no crime is completely unethical and immoral. We will explain all of this in detail. And Mueller's actions today had nothing to do with justice, everything to do with politics, and his presser today served one purpose, and that was to help the Democrats, yet give them another political bone to chew on. bone has no meat. There's no underlying crime. There's no evidence of guilt. Just more innuendo, more speculation surrounding what we now know as a total conspiracy theory. Compare that to the Starr report, which I mentioned earlier, under the independent counsel statute. Well, independent counsel Ken Starr, he actually outlined 11, look right there, specific crimes committed by then President Bill Clinton. 5 counts of lying under oath, 4 counts of obstruction, 1 count of witness tampering, 1 count of abuse of constitutional authority. President Clinton lost his law license. He was impeached, and he had to pay Paula Jones nearly $1 million because of the specific crimes uncovered by Starr. Yet today, we see a much different picture. Mueller is now just cheering for the president's impeachment over phantom obstructive justice with no intent, no underlying crime, and these same people screaming all over television today are not the people that would ever say Hillary violated 18 U.S.C. 793, the Espionage Act, and then when she deleted the 33,000 subpoenaed emails, and then she bleach bit the hard drive, and then she had an aide bust up her devices and pull out SIM cards. Oh, the intention was clear, which was to destroy the evidence of the underlying crime. Why isn't anybody in the media ever point that out? If you are wondering whether or not Mueller is open to transparency and accountability in his deeply flawed investigation, think again. Watch this.
I do not believe it is appropriate for me to speak further about the investigation or to comment on the actions of the Justice Department or Congress. And it's for that reason I will not be taking questions today as well.
Oh, Bob Mueller does not want to answer questions of Jim Jordan, Mark Meadows, Matt Gaetz, and other Republicans, and have to answer for why he hired only Democratic donors, big-time donors. Why, for example, did Robert Mueller, I'd like to see him answer this question, why in an investigation would you have hired Hillary Clinton's former attorney for the Clinton Foundation, Jeannie Ray? Why did you hire a man named Andrew Weissman, your pit bull, according to the New York Times, who has nothing but a long track record, license to lie, Sidney Powell, of withholding